Welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Helic Empath, and I just like doing these little talks on what I feel about things. I brought out the 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 original, the OG Vans hoodie, circa 2001. I like Vans. I've always been a Vans kid. Anyway, I like bright colors too. It's part of my origin story. um, feel pretty good today. I was gonna go down to the grocery store, so I don't got to do it over the weekend. Got it down to going twice a week and avoid the weekend. Because, man, people are crazy. And on weekends, then they bring their fucking spouses and kids to get in the way, too. At least during the week, it's usually just the one. But then on the weekends, it's like they bring everybody out to freaking send off to go get stuff. And all these extra people are just in my way. So I go during the off-peak hours instead of trying to get the world to conform to me. Heck, it only took 40 years for that, yeah. So more crap is coming out, more corruption is being exposed. I really like it because there's so much, and it's just people like me, freaking my whole life, it's just been like, this is crap, man. The way stuff is done, and it's all about who's in charge and how they feel that day, and it's just all nonsense, and now it's beginning to make sense. I watched the news this morning where LA had an audit done, and freaking one fireman got approved for $320,000 worth of overtime. That's not even his annual pay because they make 140, 100, 160,000 a year, and then we pay for all their stuff. We pay for their housing, we pay for their cars that they drive around in. Yeah, there's fires, and they work hard, but that's what they signed up for, right? Because that's what people used to always tell me. It's like I would just, I'd get a job, and I'm like, why would everybody else make so money? Because I don't care about money, and people recognize that in me. And people that do care about money freaking seek people out like me and freaking try and finagle them. And I call bullshit, and I'm trying to teach people how to call bullshit. Like these, like the whole city in Florida that freaking succumbed to the malicious software that locked the whole city out of their own system. It's just that ignorant stuff, man. Don't click on stuff that you don't know about. Don't speak on stuff that you don't know about. Don't, blow. It's just crazy. But they got audited, and they made their recommendation. Maybe not authorize. Maybe hire a couple extra firemen, because But it's all the good old boys club. It's all, who is that man? Who is the man that makes 320, the fireman? What does he do? How many people has he saved? I mean, wow, he must be a really, really important man. I bet he's not. I bet he's related to someone. Because nepotism, then they say, it's another thing they always say didn't exist, but it's real. Because you look around freaking where I live, Salem, everybody's related. In any freaking office organization. They're all related. City, state, they're all related, and they're all freaking out of shape and outdated. And, turnover's coming up. So, turnover's coming up. People are talking about, they're talking about the 11/11 gate, and that's one's cool, but freaking this one's 12/12/12, man. On the 12th of December, the 11th, my grandma would have been 100 years old. She was born in 1919. She passed away Christmas 2004, so this year she'll be gone 15 years, yeah. Thought she was a Capricorn, come to find out she's Sagittarius like my mom, which is funny because my brother liked my grandma so much, not my mom, and they're the same sign. But he thinks she's a Capricorn. The way we lead our the way we lead our thinking, We lead our own thinking. We tell us what to look at, and usually people are freaking looking at stuff that it's like a train wreck. Oh, what am I looking at? Oh, because they haven't had a whole lot of experience in life, so they're trying to get experience by seeing how other people have lived, But now the time is, and the age is coming where more people are getting experience, because more people have to freaking bug out, That's an experience. We used to do that when I was a kid. We'd have to get up and go because they were after us, So, an evacuation's an evacuation. But we all get to experience these emotions and feelings and through vibration. You know, and when things happen to people when they're younger, it's a stamp on you, man. Your trauma field, your energetic field, your emotional body, it puts an imprint on you. However, that imprint, though, the positive side of that is it's a security measure. It's a security switch that's in us. So now that we get around people that do things that we've been around before, we have a real reminded. We feel their vibration, and people like me call them out. So some of my tells. Now these are my tells. These are things that tell me that people are less than who they are. People that have a lot of plastic surgery, people that like drive really expensive cars, people that freaking have wardrobes that are just go on and on and on. You know, all that's in balance. When people need something too much to ease a woe that's too big, that's imbalance in you. That's usually ego driven, and people are starting to figure that out. There's some people that I know through the dog rescue that brought a gal in for fostering, and this young girl had told the story. It's like, you guys are like a trap house with good advice and solid advice, and a loving environment, more or less. Maybe not verbatim, but something like that. And there's times that people had taken me in when I was 15, 14, when I didn't have any place to go, but it never lasted because they didn't want to get involved. People don't want to get involved. So, that's when they bring agencies in. But these agencies, it goes back to what I was talking about. They're all being fought out for not doing what they were supposed to be doing. They weren't protecting the kids, And this is all stuff that's happened. I mean, my mom was born in 1950. All right, now she was adopted, and she had club feet when she was born. Okay, to my knowledge, that's a disability. She was never offered any kind of disability for that, ever. It wasn't until she was 38 she had a stroke that any kind of power that be recognized that she needed assistance, And it's just I look out after her, and she's physically capable. She's physical. Her mental capacity, she just doesn't have memory of 5 minutes. She doesn't know that she's hungry. She doesn't know that she needs to eat. She won't cook. All these stuff that she won't do. So or doesn't do. So I just do everything. And but she has a lot of choices in the matter, though. That's the thing. It's important that people have choices. When people just have to, I think they give up when they have to live the same day over and over. They just have to kind of experience it. It's just no way to live that's existing until you freaking pass on to the next level. Anyway, so what I was thinking is a lot of people find humor in, that think that the way people have grown up is funny. And oh, no, that's what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about Mom was only born in 1950 and I was born in 1974. So we aren't that many and we're Native American. We're not that far off from, the people sharing their experience that had their land taken. How'd you like it if somebody walked into your house, said you don't live here anymore and you need to wear obnoxious, stupid outfits, and we're going to put you in this boarding school, And then the men, that did nothing wrong, they just didn't want to do what everyone else was doing, got freaking thrown in prison. That's the karma that this country is being paid. I didn't believe it when I was a kid. I used to do the same thing before I even knew. You guys just, oh, we're going back to the native. Yeah, it always goes back to that. When people take things without permission, dude, that is a terrible karma. Whether they take somebody's good mood, with their negative thoughts and feelings and talk, or they're taking, their essence, in a more derogatory way. Taken's taken, Robbing people, it's just all, when you kill people, that's like the ultimate freaking karmic no. And look how many governments are doing that for money, just for profit, because they want to, because they feel like it, because they're in charge. You don't kill people, man. It's like people know that on a basic, generalized level, but the more ego you put into it, you know, and that's what's happening with society. Anybody that needs to make as much money as these egoic freaking robot plastic people are paying themselves. They're all ego. They don't need to be in a freaking position. When people want something so bad, that's an imbalance, man. And watch, you take some of the stuff away, the power away from some of these people, they're gonna show you who they really are. Like that freaking creature on the dark crystal, the Gekek or what, a Sisek, whatever it's called. It's yeah, that guy, the one, the bigger the coward, the bigger the baby. You know, acting all big. I'm big, tough. I am in control. I got the power. And they're like, in real life, it's like, shut up, old man. Sit down. The world is in line for a more peaceful way, you know? I ain't never been respectful for people. I don't respect your elders because they're older than me. I never respected nobody because they were born before me. I respect people because they do respectable things. That's what I respect, you know? People put other people, you know, take people along with them, not just use them to get to where they want to be. And it happens in the spiritual world too. And those faiths are being brought out also. So anyway, I think I'm going to go down to the grocery store and get my chores done early so I can come home and be. That's all I got for now. Hope you have a rad morning. Peace.